What is going on, guys? It is BenQ here, back with a new guide. Now, in this guide, we'll be talking about a few different building situations. So guys, let's get to it. So, in this example, I'm going to explain step by step why I did what I did. Once I landed, I instantly built walls to cover myself from any opponents that spot me. I instantly built up an extra level before the opponent I landed beside does. Now, he never built up. He ended up dropping down, so I did the same. I did get shot in the process, and you guys can see I backed away behind the thicker cover, that way I can focus on this closer enemy. It's a common thing you want to do if you're still fighting a closer opponent. You back away behind more materials because you'll be able to avoid getting shot in the back. I then tried putting on some damage into this boxed-in player, and we both end up taking fall damage from the third party. Now, once again, I backed away, that way I cannot get shot by the third party, and continued pressuring my current opponent. Although that third party ended up pushing above both of us, and as soon as I spotted the third party push, I built myself up to try getting the high ground on both players. Now, I did take a lot of damage from the third party, although I made sure to keep the pressure on. Now, I could have dropped myself down and tried getting off a medkit, or kept on the pressure towards this opponent even with my low HP. My goal is to put on some damage towards this opponent, that way he slows down his aggression. So I was able to hit him with a crucial shotgun shot, and I continued to spray my SMG to not allow the buildup, and the moment I ran out of SMG ammo, I built the opposite way up for the high ground because using an AR as a secondary is a pretty bad option because of its bloom. The buildup allowed me to reload my SMG and continue applying that pressure. Got a few shots off, and he ends up dropping down lower, so I followed him to not allow any sort of healing. Ended up getting the elimination, and he does get close to eliminating me as well. Now, I instantly used the launch pad because I knew there was still that original opponent I was fighting still around. I launch padded into natural cover, that way he doesn't see any sort of fresh builds as I'm healing. Use the medkit, and he ends up going right past me, although he tries building up for the high ground right above me, but fortunately I was able to beat him to the build up and edited my way down for the elimination. This next situation is an endgame situation, and I want to talk about players that are holding the high ground. Now, you don't have to worry about them as long as it's not the second last circle. The circle you see now is that second last circle you want to build towards. Now, the reason the second last circle is much more important compared to the third last one is because it's way smaller than the third one, and as it closes in, your opponents are going to be at a really close distance, which makes it super easy to land your shots. So that second last circle is the one that will usually be the one that will end the game. As you guys can see, he had to move down the hill with the zone coming in, and all I had to do is keep on the pressure towards him. And to finish it off, the new circle system destroyed his whole fort, which allowed me to continue spraying him with less cover. So guys, once again, that second last circle is the circle you want to play for. Now, if you can get the third safe zone, then build on top of it. As long as you're leaving to get to the second last safe zone right after it hits, then you'll be in a good position to win. Now, the next thing I want to talk about is when players know someone's behind them and they continue building stairs in order to build up for the high ground. Now, you guys can see I was taking shots toward this player, and he never made a turnaround to build walls to block shots because he wanted to get a little bit of a high ground before turning around. Now, when I started playing Fortnite, I used to do this too, and it got me killed a lot of the times. You simply just need to build walls instead of trying to build stairs up first. Getting shot from behind, use walls, not stairs. And lastly, I want to mention a quick tip about ramps. Now, I've mentioned this a few months ago, but I'll probably keep on mentioning it every few months because we do have new subscribers that do watch the channel. Simply by flipping your ramps, you'll be able to cover yourself from your opponents while still being able to run in a forward motion. Depending on the circumstances, it's better than using walls and jumping sideways as you're trying to get into the zone. So guys, hopefully this can help some people out, and liking a sub will be greatly appreciated as it does help me out a lot. Anyways guys, thanks for watching, and hope you have a great rest of your day and night, and I'll see you on the next one.